Ooh, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Beat the Bag wrap-up show where myself and a whole bunch of other cappers will be breaking down this week's NFL card, and we are hot as fuck. We are extremely hot in the NFL right now, hitting games at an alarmingly successful pace. I've had 5 straight winning weeks, hit my best bet 5 straight weeks. This week went 4-1, up 5 units. I'm now 102nd out of the 624 pros that are left. 27, 26, and 2 up 7.84 units. And it feels pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. But, man, as soon as we started doing this show live every Tuesday and I started capping with all these great cappers that will be joining us, we got Randy Lockhart ready to rock. But as soon as I started capping with you guys, that's when I started fucking hitting at an alarmingly successful rate. And it feels so goddamn good. And we got a great card to break down, and we got lots of live action. So I've got my computer ready. My Canucks plus 150 Road Dog are up 2-1 after the first. We'll be following that action. We also have some college ball on the go. It doesn't look so good. My Salukis, my Southern Illinois, are down 11 at the half. I need them to cover 16, so that's not looking great. I have a coffee cup full of Jameson, so I can tell you I'm happy to be here and ready to cap some fucking football with you guys. Let's see, is the NBA card, when's that? Oh, that doesn't start till late. So basically, we just got college basketball. We got hockey. I've got a bet on each game. Today was the first day I came into work down units in both NBA and NHL, and it hurt. It fucking hurt. So hopefully we'll fix that tonight because it's just a unit and a half that I'm down. So we can easily fix that tonight, especially with the knuckleheads rolling 2-1 in the first period. So we're going to get our cappers here in a second. We've got a big card. It's been a real busy fucking day, man. Busy day. So usually I have all this shit on my computer. Today I got all my notes written on pen and paper, so it's not going to be as smooth, but it still will be gloriously smooth. I only have my man Randy rocking with me right now. How you doing, Randy, man? What action do you end up having tonight? Let's talk cake, man. I'm also interested in Valparaiso. I'm interested in making that bet. Wisconsin's up 3 on UCLA. That's going to be an exciting game. We got DP13 in the house. Oh, nice. You're on A&M right now. You know, I should have joined you guys on that. Good call, man. Good fucking call. They're up 14. I wonder what line did you get them? At? My man Jake Lee in the house. Thank you for joining. Christopher Kelly in the house, ready to cap some football. And Vitalis is in the house. Jimmy's always been a pen and paper type guy. You know that, Vitalis. And thank you for joining as well, my friend. Randy Lockhart, he's got the Lakers over. He's got Eastern Michigan under 95. Fuck, what's going on in those games right now? See here. Okay. 17 points, 9 minutes and 8 seconds left in the Kent State Akron game. I need the over in that one. No, we still got lots of time, still in good shape. And you got Eastern Michigan. You got the Eastern Michigan game under, and they've that's a tough spot, man. They had a big first quarter. Big first quarter. We got A. Martin. Thank you for joining us. All right, I think we're ready to fucking rock here. Now we've got a huge card on Thursday. Thanksgiving in America, big fucking card and lots of money for us to make. And I like all these 3 games, and one of the games is my best bet of the week. My man DP13 says -4. They beat up on Scummy Pitt. Now they're 5 points less than the Aggies. Get fucking real. I agree, man. That was a good move. My man Jake Lee says, I feel good about your picks tonight, Jimmy. Don't have to panic. Time is now. Thank you, Jake. Let's get that cash. Vitalis has the Stars -1. Beautiful. I got the Stars -1.5. And so that the Edmonton St. Louis will be starting soon, and then the next game will be starting in half an hour. Vitalis, you're in good hands, my man. You are in good hands. This is great, man. All right, let's Let's get this fucking rolling. We got a good team here. Let's get this rolling. First game, Thanksgiving morning, is the Vikings -3 at the Detroit Lions. You know, the Vikings are a very good football team that just does not get enough respect. They had a good enough O-line that they cut Alex Boone. They're one of the best teams in the NFC. They get disrespected because they have a so-called weak quarterback in Case Keenum, who has been playing very well, much better than I expected him to play. And the Lions won this game week 4, and that was a long time ago. This Vikings team has improved since then, and I think this Lions team has gotten a little worse. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Best bet game, first cap, let's go. Keenum pulling miracles, says Vitalis. But when you say miracles, do you think that it's unsustainable? Because I don't think he's trying too hard. I don't think he's forcing plays. He knows he's got a absolutely great defense, and he's just trying to do whatever is necessary without putting the team in any danger. I like the way he's been playing, and I was someone who was very much against Case Keenum throughout his career. I like the Vikings -3 enough that I think it will be one of my 5 picks in the Beat the Bag contest. The over-under is 44.5. I think that there could be points in this game, and my lean is over. But I don't know if I'm going to hammer it. There's really one over-under that I really think I'll pick in my top 5. Let's see what you guys have to say. Christopher Kelly says, Stafford going to keep it close in Detroit. I think you're right. I don't think this is a blowout type game. My man DP13 says, Keenum is surrounded by talent. The team was making Bradford look like a good QB for the first time in his career. You're absolutely right, DP13. They certainly were. But Bradford last year broke the NFL completion percentage record. So he may actually be a good quarterback. But you're right. They were making him look good. My man Randy Lockhart says, I like the Vikes. I do too. Oh, A. Martin, a prediction. You know, we like predictions here. Says Stafford, 3 interceptions on Thanksgiving. I dig that shit, man. Randy Lockhart, that's an excellent point. Lions' red zone issues continue. They absolutely do. Vitalis agrees with that. Because of their red zone issues, you got to like the Vikes in this spot, man. I do. I think we're all on the same page here. DP13 says, yeah, for the Vikings. I think we're on the same page. I think this is a good spot for them. I would much rather the line be at like 2.5. But I'll take Vikings -3. I think their defense is strong enough. I think Case Keenum is playing well enough. Get this fucking all right. A. Martin comes in with another score. I like this. I like this prediction. Says 2013 Vikes. My man Kyle Kate says, going for Viking Skins Chargers moneyline parlay. Ooh. Well, I fucking love the Chargers. I mean, I don't think you need to bring the Skins down to the money line, Kyle. I think you could just bring them down to just adjust the spread. I think the Redskins won't have much trouble, but we'll get to that game soon. Randy Lockhart says Lions' record on Turkey Day is not good. My man Tim Reichert says power play Vancouver, which is very good. Let's go Knuckleheads plus 150 dog. I need to big up my NHL record. A. Martin says Redskins suck. Interesting. Well, let's get to that. But I'm very interested in. I like Kyle's parlay. I just don't think it's worth taking the Skins on the money line, and I'm curious to see what you're getting there. But I do like it. And I think it's a fun one to take. So let me know what 3-1 Canucks. Fuck yes. Let's get that money. I've had a bad month so far, and we're nearing the end of the fucking month, so let's get that fucking cake. Start with the Knuckleheads on the road, plus 150 dog. Get that money. Leche. Stay empty. Let's get that money. Fuck yeah, man. Kyle Gates says, I'll make 2 parlays, money line, and then king spread. Kyle, what site do you use? Because, like, Unfortunately, I use a shit site because my local only lets me put Bet365 bets in through them. But with Bet365, I can adjust the spread. And I think that's not a bad spot to be in. But I get you, man. I like where you're at, Kyle. So I think we're all on the same page. Vikings -3, and we haven't had a lot of spread talk. Although my man DP13 did say, my man A. Martin says 2013 Vikes, which would not only be a Vikings cover, but it would also be the under. Let's see, DP13 says Stafford is top 3 most dangerous fourth quarter quarterbacks in the league. That's, I feel you. He does play very well when he needs to. You're right. Dude balls out under pressure, but some late Ebron drops should keep the Vikes in the money. I feel you. Christopher Kelly says not picking 3-point spreads when the lines are involved. They're like 21-9 or something when games decided by 3 points under Caldwell. Wow, interesting. My man DJ 100 Grand comes in and says Lakers tonight, and I'm with you, DJ 100 Grand. They better cover that 5.5 though. Hard to trust the Lakers. Even harder to trust the Bulls. Bulls had a couple nights off in LA. Hope they were getting their swerve on. But beauty. My man Kyle Gates says, yeah. Oh, sorry. So I missed a couple there. Kyle's at Sports Betting AG. Okay, I feel you, man. Not a bad site. Randy Lockhart says, love 365. Their website is a great layout, but their odds are worse than every other book I find. And it bothers me very much. And I need to open up a new account. I promised Spidey across the way. So we're having a rainstorm here in Costa Rica. Hope Spidey's okay. They don't let me visit him at this time of night. But he looked good today. Okay, so we're on the Vikings. -3. My man A. Martin likes the under. I kind of like the over here. A. Martin says Giants will win outright. Ooh, shit. Says Skins fans hate their team right now and will be out for blood. Skins only have value on the road. Wow. Hey, Martin, let's get to that game in a second. Let's go in order, but that's a very interesting line of thought, and I respect it. So let's go. Okay, you guys, tell me this, man. Poke holes in this shit, because right now I see the Chargers as the best bet of the week. Now, there's some other bets I really like, but the Chargers as a pick'em against Dallas. Come on. Why does the recency bias affect everybody in the league but not the Cowboys? Chargers are a good team. They could catch the Chiefs. They could catch the Chiefs for the division. Now, Tyron Smith is practicing. He will probably be back. But Sean Lee is out. Zeke is out, and they're fucked, man. That means Tyron Smith, hurt, is going to have to come back and go against Bosa and Ingram. Claiborne got 6 sacks without Smith playing. Now he doesn't have the best. Now, the big thing with Dak is that he's just simply a game manager. Now he doesn't have the best running back in the league. His O-line is a little banged up. And now we're seeing the real Dak. Dak that's not that fucking good. I think the Chargers are the best bet. I think this line's going to get worse. I think people are going to start putting money on the Chargers. I'm going to take them tonight. I'm going to lock them in as my best bet unless you guys poke holes in it. I'm going to make them as my best bet, and I'm going to put $500 on them this evening. Okay, let's see what you guys have to say about this. So DP13 says, Bet365, lucky you. My local makes me use Superbook AG. Oh, geez. That's funny. Randy Lockhart likes the early cash outs. I feel you. My man Gary Wedderburn in the house. Nice. Thank you for joining. My man Ziggy Balls in the house. Good. Ziggy Balls, love Cap and Sports with both you and Gary, man. Thank you for joining us. Ziggy Ball says, my lean is Lions. My man Adam Marrera in the house. What up, homie? A. Martin says, Dak Prescott playing like the check down king. You are absolutely right, man. Christopher Kelly says, what's a good bet site for U.S. residents that we can get payouts from? That's a good question. I spent a lot of time in America, but I haven't been using the sites down there. So I don't know. Some of our American friends, if they can come in and let Chris know what's the best option for him. A. Martin says, Chargers are a lock. I agree. This is too fucking easy. We said this last week about the Eagles, and I did not take advantage of it enough. I need to take more advantage of these opportunities that we're given. They say it's impossible to beat the book. in your lifetime. It's possible to continually beat the book. The book is basically the smartest gambler in the world. Okay, sure. But if we take advantage of these opportunities to a heavy degree, that will give us our best option to beat the book. And I think this is a great fucking spot, man. My man William Ramsey says, hey, Jim, being a fan of you since you joined SBR. Really appreciate your capping. I'm a parlay guy, too. Been really lucky this year with great help from you. You the man, bro. With you on the Chargers. William Ramsey, thanks so much, homie. That means a lot, man. I love capping with you guys. So thank you so much for joining the show and being a part of this. Randy says, with this line, books are begging for money on Dallas. Books respect Dallas too much. You're absolutely right, Randy. You're absolutely right. Gary Wedderburn says, first half Chargers look good for me. I feel you. DP13 says, Joey Bosa going to eat. I don't see how the Cowboys keep up with Chargers. I'm with you. Ziggy Ball says, Chargers have a new coach. First year, new coaches on a short week is not good. I hear you, Ziggy Balls. That is a good point. A. Martin says, Bookmaker and BetDSI are the good sites with same-day Bitcoin payouts. Adam Marrero uses Bovado in the U.S. I feel you. DJ 100 Grand says, it opened up as Cowboys as a favorite -3.5. So look out, Cowboys get the money. Ziggy Balls, my lean is Dallas. Damn, Ziggy. Being against me in both games so far. Don't like it. Christopher Kelly says, last week, Chargers and Philly were the locks of a lifetime. If neither of those came through, then we could be talking about a fix. They were the locks of a lifetime, and I didn't make enough fucking money off of it. Irritated. Fucking irritated. Randy says, especially Jerry Jones with his Goodell issues. You're absolutely right. Adam Murray says, the book wins on morons. We need to be the small percentage that gets paid. And I'm with you, Adam. It's about taking advantage of certain situations like one we have right here. Randy Lockhart says, last week, biggest fix was Giants. You know, I stayed away from that game, thankfully. It was too big of a spread for the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are a banged-up squad. They're a banged-up squad, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys think of where they stand right now. But they're looking worse. Tyreek Hill is not looking like the guy he was first few weeks of the year. They just look like a banged-up squad. My man DP13 says, Cowgirls at 4.5 yards per play, down from 5.43 games ago with Zeke. Wow, that's a big jump. Good stat, DP. Chargers 5.7 yards per play the last 3 games. Teams heading in opposite directions. You nailed it. You fucking nailed it, DP. William Ramsey says, best of luck. And Bookmaker, work best for him. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have a Bookmaker site in no time. A. Martin says, Ziggy Balls can suck my balls. Hey, Martin. We're all friends here, man. We're all trying to beat the book together. Kyle Gates says, Allen 2 TDs. I don't know, man. That is a oh, fuck, I need points in this fucking game, man. Let's go. 4:07 left, 10-7. Fuck. Okay, well, we're on the same page. Chargers are going to run. The only person against us right now is Ziggy Balls. Ziggy Balls. But the rest of us are on the Chargers, and I'm on the Chargers heavy. William Ramsey uses Bet Online. I've used them too in Canada before. DJ 100 Grand says the value in going against the Cowboys has dried up. Y'all better watch out. Well, DJ 100 Grand, that is a haunting line. Christopher Kelly says Lee being out is real. Chargers all the way. If Sean Lee was in the lineup, this would be a totally different situation. I'm with Chris Kelly. Absolutely with you on that. Randy Lockhart agrees. Sean Lee might even be a bigger difference maker than Zeke. And I think he just might be. But I did expect a little more from Alfie Morris than we're seeing. But I agree. Sean Lee is a fucking beast. What an excellent linebacker, and they miss him fucking desperately. Okay. So I like Vikings. Game 1. Morning of Thanksgiving. Then I like the Chargers. And I'm not sure how we should hammer this exactly. I know I'm going to hammer the Chargers solo, but might be fun to put a little parlay up. And we were talking parlays earlier. And let's get into the game 3 of the Thanksgiving special. Giants at Redskins. We didn't have any talk on the over. The over-under. It's at 48 points for Chargers, Dallas, and I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. Giants at Redskins. Redskins are 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 44.5. Now, the Skins looked very good until the last few minutes of the game against Saints. They looked very good. And the Giants played with pride after getting killed by the 49ers. They played with a lot of pride. They played well against the Chiefs. But I refuse to believe that a speech by Eli Manning and an open meeting by McAdoo can cause legitimate change. Giants, on paper, aren't awful. Their defense is healthy. They're supposed to be a better team, even without their star receivers. And I don't know why the Giants' defense has been playing so poorly until this past week. Let's see. William Ramsey says, Lee is the man. No, Lee, no defense. I agree completely. Oh, Salazar in the house. Oh, man. Says, just bet on New England and against the Browns. Omar says, bet on Pittsburgh when they play a team with a better than 500 record. Man, I feel you. I feel you for sure. Power play flyer says Reichert. Uh-oh. Well, it's okay. Already 1-0 in the Blues game. Now, I didn't take the Blues minus 1.5, and that might have been a big, big mistake. But I do have the over. And if the Blues cover 2 goals and don't hit the over, I will fucking lose it. I barely slept last night, and I need some rest. I also need points in this Kent State-Akron game. Fuck. God damn it. Come on, Cato. Get your shit together. Ziggy Ball says, the only thing that worries me about the Lions pick is that Vikings have revenge. They lost to the Lions, but Vikings are comfortably with that winning record. Man, I like it. I like it. Bill Banks wants me to talk about WWE. NFL is boring. Sorry, Bill. The NFL show, man. Sorry, pal. Not going to drop any WWE. But hey, fuck, you can lead any WWE conversation you get on, man. Tell us who you like. Randy Lockhart says, Skins take this. He says, give me Cousins over Eli. My man Jay Lebowski in the house says, I'm betting the Chargers, but with hold your reffing. I'm a bit concerned. He is vicious. Yeah. I just like the Chargers so much in this game. They're just a better squad, man. But do you guys think the Redskins will cover 7.5? I tell you what, I like the Redskins to win this game, but I am concerned about the line. I don't think what the Giants did to the Chiefs was real. I think the Chiefs are a banged-up squad. I think the Redskins looked awesome in that game versus New Orleans. Curious to see what you guys. Adam Murray says, I got Blues too. Need to win. Well, I hope you get it, man. I need fucking goals. K-Spade Management, LLC. Thank you for joining us. Says, Minnesota takes down these Lions. I agree. Adam Marrero says, can't bet WWE. What's the point? And I agree. If we can't get fatter pockets and hotter sleuths, what the fuck is the point of talking about it? All right, seems like most of it. We haven't had. Where's Ziggy Balls to come in here and say Mylene's Giants, man? DP13 says go with your gut. Skins, Giants, fade material. Feel you. My Lebowski says, yo, Jimmy, I like your videos with Spidey. Dude, I love Spidey, man. I just don't want to. I don't need to go there and pant like. You know, I listen. Spidey is an absolutely wonderful being, whom I care about very much. But every time I've gone over there, I've won $1,000, and I don't want to just abuse that to the point where it stops happening. But thanks, Lebowski, man. I love Spidey very much. DJ 100 Grand says Redskins get the money. Ziggy Ball says Vikings lost to the Lions twice last season. They have revenge. I feel you. Christopher Kelly says Giants will keep this close. Recency bias on Washington is going to lose a lot of people money. Ooh. 2-0 St. Louis already. God damn it. What a fucking mistake. I mean, you know what? It means all you guys, a bunch of you guys who took it are going to cash, so I feel good about that. But Carolina covering these 4 points in New York. We're almost at that game, K-Spade. We'll be there in a second. Randy says, line will move. Books want people to think Giants will win by last week's win. I feel you. Power play killed. Nice. Delta 7575 in the house. Thank you for joining me, homie. Ziggy Balls, I knew it. I knew it. It says, Mylene is Giants. Mylene is Giants on spread, but Redskins money line. The Redskins money line is just not going to be worth hammering, unless you put it on a parlay. I'd have to see how it jumps the numbers. Christopher Kelly says, also, we are forgetting about the short week for all these teams. These games will be shaky. I agree. Randy says, people remember the last 10 minutes of games if they don't bet all the time. I feel you. Delta's got the Blues over 2.5 team total. Perfect. Delta says, did you see Liverpool? No, I didn't. Up 3-0 at the half. Nice. And did everything work out okay, or did they fuck it up? I hope you cashed there. Okay, well, some people do think the Giants can cover. Some good points made by Randy of remembering the last 10 minutes of the games too much for guys who don't gamble heavy all the time. If you just remember the last 10 minutes of those two games, then you would like the Giants over the Redskins, which I don't. Oh, no. The game ended 3-3 draw. DP13 says, the bag, changing weather, ditching the snow, trading up from Canada, becoming a Costa Rican, balling. Tell me you're not feeling yourself after the move to SBR headquarters. You know what? My life has improved a great deal. You're right, DP13. I fucking like it down here, man. The weather's nice, and the salutes are glorious. And yeah, it feels good to be alive, man. Weed's a little more expensive. Booze is a little cheaper. And it feels good, man. And no basketball shoes up here, right? No high tops, man. I got these fucking Nikes that nobody fucking has. Nobody wears high tops up here. I've got the market fucking cornered, man. Not a lot of high tops, not a lot of straight brims, man. So I'm slapping a lot of ass. It feels great. Braden Davis says, type 1 if you're going to be fat on Thanksgiving. You know, it's not Thanksgiving in Costa Rica, man. Big Dad, Big Dad 138 says, how much is the weed? It's expensive as fuck. God damn, it was expensive. Just picked up a half for can't even remember. I can't even remember how much we paid, but it was a lot of fucking money in American bills. Tim, if you're watching, how much is a half ounce? How much are we paying for a half? Okay, Delta 7575 says, it's like that show Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. All things keep getting better. You know, Delta 7575, never compare me to a show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, please. Slipknot says, Bag, do you live in Costa Rica? You know what? Bag never lives anywhere, man. I just go from place to fucking place, man. I stay on the move. I don't really live anywhere, man. I'm here right now, and it feels good. Braden says $25, Big Dad. Oh shit, I'm a little behind. DJ 100 Grand says best bet of the night. Miami, Ohio, killing it. God, I need the fucking Akron to put up a fucking touchdown. They're at the Kent 21. What a fucking mistake I made not taking the Blues minus 1.5. Oh, $25 a gram. Yeah, I would say that. No, I don't think it's not when you buy bulk. It's not that much. K-Spade Management says, I'm a little nervous. Do you think Washington can still run the ball effectively against these little Giants? Obviously, losing Thompson was a big loss. Huge loss. Giant loss. But I think Samaji. I think they can make moves. I think they can still do it. Randy Lockhart says, Giants are not real books trying to get people to rethink the G-Men. Or Giants are not real. Books trying to get people to rethink the G-Men. I agree. Yeah, Big Dad, it's expensive, but it's really good stuff. I'll let you guys know how much a half was in a bit. Why can't I remember exactly? I just remember it being expensive. Fuck. In Portland, 3.5 grams, $40. Vancouver, that's $30. Randy Lockhart says they're losing their ass. People fading the Giants. Yeah, you're right. Randy says a half in the Dominican Republic is $2. Jesus. Delta 7575 says announced in Portland would be like $2.75 at a good price. Shit, that's expensive. That's really expensive. I'm shocked that it's that expensive. God, we get it cheap in Vancouver. Yeah, you know what? DP13 says the fuck you doing? Grow your own at Loshak's crib. DP13, man, you're on it, dude. You get it. Respect. That's a great call. I'm gonna talk to Loshak about that. A sap. Delta 75 in California, like 375. Jesus Christ. That's expensive. Big Dad says, damn, you guys pay out the ass. You're right. My man Braden Davis says, dang, you know your stuff, Delta. Slipknot says, Bag, you ever gambled on cricket before? No, I haven't, Slipknot. Oh, Mario Martinez Jr. Nice to have you back, man. Mr. Stats himself. We got Stats. Mario Martinez Jr. in the house. Big Dad 138 says, ounces range here in Ontario. They do, but Ontario's got great prices. Great prices, too. Not quite as cheap as Vancouver, but great prices. And great weed, man. Ziggy Ball says, Redskins lost a heartbreaker. I don't think they will recover, and the Redskins are not good favorites. I wish the spread was lower. It's too high. It's going to be a close game. I feel you. Delta 75 says Vancouver is better. Yeah, we have so much of it, and it's very cheap. Tim Record, $160 it cost us American for a half ounce of good stuff. That's a lot, man. That's fucking pricey. I had a great October, so I could afford a lot of weed, but I've been losing in November. I'm down $1,393 this month, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm not happy I don't have the Blues minus 1.5. What a shit fucking play. Tell me that Akron's going to get this fucking touchdown. Jesus. Come on, Cato. Jesus. He's 4 for 16 passing. This is not good. Adam Murray gets $2.25 for an ounce in Massachusetts. Not bad. Braden Davis says, why all y'all drunk hit me with the sub before you go sober? No idea what that means, Braden. Delta 7575 says, in America, the cheapest place to get bud would be Oregon and Colorado. Yeah, I feel you. Big man on campus. What up, man? What up? Thank you for joining us, man. Here you're fucking hitting hard and in college basketball. Respect. Oh, speaking of college basketball, what the fuck's going on in my fuck? All right. Oh, please. Oh, my God. I'm getting destroyed. What a terrible fucking bet that was. Ugh. My perfect record's about to go down the drain. Southern Illinois is putting up a 12-point second half. What a fucking joke, man. What a terrible, terrible bit of handicapping. Fuck. Ziggy Ball says, my pick today is Lakers money line. But come on, Ziggy Balls. Have some balls, man. Take them minus 5.5. Tonight is a good night, Bag. Louisville putting in that work. Fuck. It is a critical possession in the Akron game. I'm going to leave this. Can you believe that? It's 65-30. What a terrible first loss of the year, man. Fucking awful. God damn it. Jesus. Randy Lockhart says, when I get back, we should hit the Delray on me. Randy, I like the sounds of that, homie. I like the sounds of that. DP13 says, big man on campus, college basketball king. Wisconsin is looking good. Oh, man, respect. Respect, man. Got to get that cake, man. And if it's in college basketball, they hammer it. 21 seconds left. Jesus, Akron better take care of fucking business. Vital says, Jim, do you ever think that you and Pistol are picking too many games every day? Or is it I have to put on a show, so I'm going to do it? You know what, Vitalis, I'm up $2,500 since I got here. And I wasn't even betting that much last month. And I want to get my unit price I want to start making every bet to $200. So I don't think I'm making too many bets. And I don't think that we're forcing bets. And we have a winning record overall. And until that changes, I'm not going to have any problem with the amount of bets we're doing. DJ 100 Grand says, I'm sorry, man. It's all good. It's all good to lose this one. It's all good. I'm a little disappointed, but it makes me 2-1 NCAA so far this year. I got it, man. Okay. Akron got a penalty call in the end zone. Okay. They better get that. 4-1 Canucks. God damn it. Feels fucking good. Vikings Pro TV. I'm live, boys, and the channel is always hype. Thanks for joining us, man. Ziggy Ball says, money line is a smarter pick. It's all about being smarter. You know what, Ziggy Balls? I often agree with you, but I don't see the point of taking minus 7.5 equivalent to the money line What's the point of hitting a what is it, minus 270, minus 280? What are you getting on that? Delta 75, I have Canucks plus 1.5 and money line. Nice. This is fucking nice, man. St. Louis is already up 2-0 on them Oilers, man. I guess that Canucks game got two in my head. And the Canucks are playing well. Well, we should move on to the next game. I don't think there's a lot of point of taking the Redskins on a giant money line, Ziggy. Salazar, any horse racing show news? Yes, we are in talks, and the talks are very close. We should have something going very, very soon. Very, very soon. So I'm right on the verge. Big Dad says, fuck, I backed out of betting Vancouver. Adam Murray says, yes, let's go Blues. Man, let's keep making money, man. That's all that's important. Vitalis says, since the average bettor only bets 2 games a day, anything over 2. DJ 100 Grand says, take Nevada tonight. You know, when does that game go off? Because you're not the first guy to mention Nevada. I'm curious about that. Delta 75 has Nevada. When is it? Can you guys let me know when that Akron TD? Good. Calls for a drink. God, they better get scoring in the second half. But we are on the right track. Wow, Bowling Green hanging tough with Eastern Michigan. Miami up 28-0 over Ball State. Interception, return, touchdown. Fucking wild. Big Dad says hockey's so fucked though. A lot of human element to screw everything up. It's tough, man. Slipknot says, is Gabe on tonight? Of course, the legend Gabe Moritz, he's on tonight. He will be on when I'm off, so he'll be on in an hour and a half, 10 o'clock Eastern time for your viewing needs. Gabe Moritz, he will be here rocking for you, man. DJ 100 Grand says, 10, you got time. Vital says, yeah, let's break down Nevada. I'm down with that, but I promised that this would stay a football show, so why don't we see if we can get through the games a little faster and then break down that Nevada game. I would love to break it down with you guys. Okay, so next game. So we've done the Thanksgiving Day games, and I like where our heads are at. I like it. Now we're going to start with Sunday. Browns at Bengals. Bengals are 8-point favorites. The over-under is 38. And I think the Browns can cover this game. Vitalis says, any plans tonight, Jimmy, or just chilling at the hotel? Vitalis, there's 15 NBA games and 14 NHL games tomorrow. Even if we start at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock our time, I think I'm going to have to be up at about 5 a.m. If I want to give each game at least 10 minutes of capping, I got to be up around 5 a.m. So I am going back to the hotel and sleeping immediately after this. I mean, I'll watch a little bit of sports, but it's just an enormous slate tomorrow. So I'm going to go home. A. Martin says, Baker Mayfield grabbed his dick thinking of the bag and low shack. Oh, shit. Okay. Cody AV says, go Nucks, go. Fuck yeah, man. Delta 75. I also think our Akron game will end up like 34-14. Well, that would be enough. Cody says, playoffs. Well, I tell you, I'm loving Brock, and I love our defense, and I think our goaltending's good. But let's just take it slow. Cody. But I'm very excited about our hockey team. And thank you for joining us, my man. Much love. Vitalis says Browns cover but lose again. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Delta says don't say those words. I feel you, Delta. I get it. Big Dad says Browns fucked me hard last week with that fumble in the last minute. I know. Ziggy Balls, my lean is Bengals. Ziggy Balls, are you just dropping every lean that's against my bets? But no, I love having you, man. Cody AB says they've been playing well all year. I'm going to say it. Cody, don't say it. Don't say it yet. Let's wait a little bit. Big man on campus says Baylor over 154. Very interesting, big man. Let's get to that right now, man. I had Baylor last night confidently, and that was a nice spot. Delta 75 says live Akron minus 13.5. I dig it. Cody AV's back to the Canucks says because didn't think they had the team, but they've shown it for a quarter of the season. Let's just stay calm with that Canucks love. But the big man coming in liking over 154. Okay, when's that game start? Look at Alabama, A&M hanging tough with Minnesota. Game starts at right when this show ends. 154.5 over under. Exciting. Randy Lockhart calls this a garbage can bowl. I get it. Another TD? Really? We got another TD? Did I miss that? I thought there was 24 seconds left in the game. Or in the half. Okay. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Randy Lockhart says, I see where you're at with the Browns. Delta 75 says the over 47 in Maxion looks great. I like it. DJ 100 Grand says Bengals will cover. Ziggy Ball says Bengals always blow out the Browns. Cody says, I'm thinking 8th seed for the Knuckleheads. Well, I said, and then Ziggy Ball says, no, I'm not picking against you. Hey, Ziggy Balls, I got much love for you, man. Wow. Fucking love this shit, man. AJ McCarron filed a grievance against the Bengals. Well, let's talk about the Browns a little bit. They have a slightly improved O-line. Their defense is not terrible. Miles has looked good. The Bengals are a bad football team. When they beat the Broncos, they were just taking advantage of field position. Dalton goes 15 for 25, 154 yards. Mixon 20 for 49 yards. Bernard 3 carries for -4 yards. That's just a bad O-line. When Bernard can't, as soon as he gets the ball, he gets hammered. That's just a terrible O-line. When the Browns look at their schedule, they're like, what games do we have a chance? What games can we possibly eke out our first victory of the year? And this is one of them, man. This is one of them. I think the Browns can cover. Now, I'm not going to make it one of my 5 picks in the Beat the Bag contest, but I think they can cover. Let's see. Adam Murrah asking Big Man. I heard that he was on UT Arlington, but he'd have to confirm that. Perfect Rotation says, I had Bowling Green +7, +120 first half. Fuck yeah, Perfect Rotation. Get that cake, baby. Respect. Wow. Can you fucking believe it? What a big play by Akron, baby. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Big Dad says Kaiser is a piece of steaming shit. He has no idea how to execute a drive. I hear that. Delta 75 says at least Akron will win 38-14, but they may not. They may score 45. I hope they do. 24-7. That was a very, very nice last few minutes. Cody AV says, well, he almost got his trade, but they called into the league seconds too late. Cody AV talking about? Let me know. Delta 75 says a UAB -20.5 before it crosses 21. Asfa says, when will you finally show us your vagina? Well, Asfa, when will I finally show you my vagina? It's funny because your name Asfa sounds very much like ass fucked. So why don't you tell us more about you getting ass fucked? And why don't you give us a clip on that? Good talk. Randy Lockhart says, one word, Andy, enough said. Philly Bird says, Fresno State versus Evansville. Who wins tonight? I haven't capped that game. DJ 100 Grand says, Kent State will cover the spread. Really? 24-7, man. Randy Lockhart says, Dalton will fuck it up as he always does. Yeah, I agree. That's fucking sucked my fucking dick. How about that? I'll show you a clip of that. Okay, next game. Bears at Eagles. -13 with an over-under of 44. Man, this is a tricky game. Now, the Eagles have been decimating better teams than the Bears, so they should be able to cover 13. They lost Peters, and the O-line hasn't missed a step. Ertz is finally playing like we thought he would. The Eagles look very good. Now, the Bears have a good defense. Trubisky starting to throw the ball more. He went 18 for 30 for 174 yards, 1 TD, and 0 picks against the Lions. When he throws the ball 30 times, Jordan Howard can run. If Trubisky's going to throw the ball 7 times, they're just going to, any defense will just put 8 guys in the box and stop Howard. Howard went 15 carries for 125 yards, and that's the way the Bears offense has to be. But in saying that, that 13 points is a big spread, and I hate taking them. And it hasn't worked for me early in the season, so I don't expect this to be one of my 5. I'm pretty sure it won't be. I also have a lean towards the under 44, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. Okay, where are you guys? Okay. I'm subscribing. I like these point spread talks. Perfect, says Philly Bird. Big Dad says, oh, yeah, Eagles will roll, but picking that spread is hard. I feel you. Perfect Rotation says, get on Cincinnati -4.5 second half. The Bearcats, eh? How are the Bearcats even looking? I got to get back to that NCAA. That Bearcats-Richmond game was a tough spot. Bearcats have not looked good so far this year. Bearcats are up 40-14. Are you talking about the Bengals -4.5 second half? That's what you're talking about. Sorry. Okay, there's some fighting going on that we don't need. We need to love each other, man. We need to cap this shit together. Let's go back to football. Philly Bird, man, says Eagles will cover the 13.5, no doubt. Ziggy Ball says, my lean is Bears, but I could definitely see Eagles cover. Randy Lockhart says, Eagles cash. K2 says, Panthers look like the easiest road favorite pick. We'll get to that game. Perfect Rotation saying Bengals second half, 4.5. I don't know, man. I don't trust this fucking Bengals team, and I certainly wouldn't bet on them. But then I had the Broncos this past week, and they beat them handily. I think that Eagles are a very good football team. Very good. Very impressive. And I should have made $1,000 off them beating the Cowboys. I just didn't bet enough. It was my fault. But I hate taking these big, giant spreads. I just don't fucking like it. Okay, I'm kind of missing all this stuff, Cody. You're saying ban ASFA? Somebody changed their name to BMOC. Oh. Okay, you guys got to let me in on this shit, man. I'm kind of missing it. So you're saying that big man on campus isn't the real big man on campus because his name would come up in blue. You may have a point. So I'm going to need you guys to kind of suss that shit out because I got a show to fucking do, man. Perfect Rotation says, I'm talking about college basketball. How can that? Cincinnati's up 26 points. How could the line be -4.5? Akron -4.5 second half. Right now. Come on, man. Am I reading something wrong? Oh, -4.5 for the second half. Sorry, shit. Who knows, though, man? The Bearcats will empty their bench. Who knows? K2 says, same, I feel you. I banked on the Eagles with you, Jim, but didn't bank enough. Yeah, it was a mistake, man. Ace King, what up, man? Thank you for joining. Says, Eagles will roll. Trubisky on the road is a disaster waiting to happen. Wow, I feel you. Johnny Redbeard in the house, man. Thank you for joining. Randy Lockhart says, tease Eagles and Skins. I feel you. Cody AV says, yeah, Adam, and he didn't come out as blue. Okay, so that wasn't the real big man. Okay, well, we'll stop that from happening. Don't worry. We only want the real BMOCs. We don't want no fake ass MCs. We'll get rid of him, man. Siggy Ball says, letdown spot for the Eagles off big win on national television, but they've been covering. They burned me going against them. Delta 75 says, Eagles 38-10. Ace King says, I'm on Valparaiso right now. And I know that's a good spot to be. Is that game started? Jesus Christ, what a joke. How bad did I look in that fucking... Has Valparaiso started already? I can't find it. God, there's so many fucking teams. What a joke. My man Max wanted me to hit Valparaiso. Oh, they're only up 3 at half. Okay, I don't hate myself for not being on it. Okay, let's move on to the next spot. Johnny Redbeard says, "Love the new saying, stay emptied." Thank you, man. Stay emptied, my friends. It will make for a good T-shirt, man. Stay emptied. And there's a big difference between being emptied and being empty. We all must be emptied. Therefore, when you're emptied, none of that forearm soreness that we all know so well. Let's get back to the action. K Spade Management says Steelers have a huge spread too at home. They will cover it. You know, I think are the Steelers going to stop playing down to their level of competition? Because they have been playing down to everybody, and it's annoying and it's hard to gamble with. But let's move. Everybody likes the Eagles. Some people are uncomfortable with the spread. Most people think they'll cover. We haven't had a lot of talk on the over-under, but I think the under is a good spot. Cody AV says, "What do you think about the Thanksgiving games, Jimmy?" Well, we capped them in the beginning of the show. Chargers are my best bet of the card of the whole week. I like the Vikings -3, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with the Redskins. I might adjust the spread. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that game at this point. Okay, Delta 75 says Irish -4 first half college basketball. That's not a bad spot. Ace King says that he's thinking about pulling the trigger on Baylor. Perfect Rotation says, sorry, Ace King, I got to fade you on Sanford, +5 second half. My man Johnny Redbeard says, got the old lady to empty me as soon as I walked in the door anyways. Let's make some cash, man. You got a good old lady then, Johnny Redbeard. I see why you locked her down. Nice work. Ziggy Ball says, I would use a teaser on the Eagles game. And I feel you. I feel you. All right, next game. Another giant spread. Dangerous. And remember, I believe it was week 4 where there was all those giant double-digit spreads, and 4 of the 5 teams covered. I think that changes near the end of the season when we pretty much know what teams are, and it looks like some of the bigger spreads, the better teams still cover. Curious to see what you guys think of that. Okay, let's go. Randy Lockhart's got the Steelers to go to the dance in my futures. Well, they will certainly be playing the the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Looks like that, man. Johnny Redbeard says, I feel the Redskins game is the right play. I feel you guys, man. Well, what do you guys think of this giant spread? Dolphins at Patriots -16. I'm also interested in the over 47.5. Patriots are winning games easily right now. It's Belichick, man. He's a fucking genius. He does such great work with a bunch of no-namers on D. Now, Cutler's in concussion protocol, but even despite of that Ravens Thursday night game, I think Matt Moore is a better quarterback than Jay Cutler, or at least as good. So I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. I think the Patriots can cover. I mean, we're just talking about 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But I'm concerned. I'm very concerned about these giant spreads. So let's see what you guys have to say about that. Dallas Stars -1. What's the score in that game? Oh, it's still 0-0. Delta thinking about live betting that. I feel you. I'm not watching the game. I'd love to know how the game is going. Cody AV says Pat's teaser. I feel you. DP13 says Pat's heading to Pittsburgh in a couple weeks. AFC preview. Absolutely. Delta 75 is on Akron -4.5 in the second half spread. But 500 down. Cody, you thinking putting 500 on that bet? Kyle Gates says love the Dolphins Pats game. Delta's already on the over 47. DP13 says Miami would be -35 if Smoking Jay Cuddy was going to play. Perfect Rotation says too late. He already did it for 100. Oh, they're talking about betting each other. Steven Stucci in the house, man. I miss you, Stooch. Miss you down here, man. You know how to fucking party, Stooch. Johnny Redbeard says, yeah, they are. I thought the Raiders game was going to fly, but nope. back of the throats. Juan Juarez, what up, man? Nice to have Stucci back in action. Perfect Rotation says, I think Stanford comes back and keeps it close. Adam Marrera says, Miami always plays us close. Do they? I know the Jets always play you close, but do the Dolphins and this Dolphins team that looks like it's just giving up? Ted Belcher says, I love late hits, chop blocks, and headhunting. Steve Stucci has the Stars tonight. Should be easy money. I'm hoping it's easy money. I got the Stars too. DJ 100 Grand says, do not take the Eagles. Bears will take care of business. And I'm sure you mean cover. But I'm concerned about the Giants spread, and it's not in my Big Five. Ziggy Ball says, I would tease the Redskins on a teaser and the Giants. You would either tease the Giants or the Redskins because you don't like that line. I feel you. Stucci's really liking the Chiefs. You know, Stucci, the Chiefs are banged up squad, man. They are a banged up squad. Big Dad 138 says, division games always have that chance to be close, but New England is capable of beating the shit out of Miami. Randy Lockhart says, upset. I think the Finns cover. Wow. Steve Stucci says, I miss you too, brother. No homo. You know, Stucci, I know how you run, man. I know you like them ladies, and I like them too. And I like, you know, let's not get into the madness down here, but respect. Respect. Ziggy Balls, Mylene Dolphins on the spread. Steve Tave, que pasa sluta. Man, I need loving. I was emptied over the weekend, and I can feel myself getting chock full again. Randy Lockhart says, with more, they'll play better. I agree. Ace King says, Jimmy, I like the over more than the spread in the Dolphins game. You know what? I think you're onto that, Ace, because you know, the Patriots can put up a lot of points on their own. Ted Belcher, what up, man? Says Bengals win 6 and make playoffs. Wow, that's a big call, Belcher. Big call. Delta 7575 says, what's the total in the Dolphins game? It's 47.5. Stucci says, I live for winning games and pounding out hot sloots. Respect, Stooch. Respect, man. Randy Lockhart says, how the fuck do you trust the QB who publicly says he got traded because he doesn't want to get hit? I agree. Juan Juarez, what up, man? Enjoying the show and the chat room. Well, thanks for being a part of it, Juan. Much love, man. Salty Dog 93 says, Andy Reid is very conservative now. This Chiefs team is banged up, and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be conservative. They have electricity at running back and a wide receiver, and that's what they should be doing. Nice. Stucci says, Jimmy, what do you think about the Vikings -3? I like it. Nick Kuba, what up, man? Says, Vikings will win by 7 or more. I agree. All right, next game, Bills at Chiefs. Chiefs are 10-point favorites with an over-under of 45.5. Now, I don't know if I read something wrong, but my man Muhammad says that Peterman was starting again. I was certain that Tyrod was starting this game. If somebody could please come in and let me know what's going on. I think Sean McDermott is a fucking idiot for bringing Peterman in at this point in the year when the Bills still have a chance at the playoffs. It's just stupid. If Tyrod starts, I think the team rallies around him. Injuries are catching up to the Chiefs. We've been talking about it all night. Tyreek Hill is showing less and less. And for the Bills, trading Darius was just a big mistake. I think the Bills can cover here. In my pools, I'm going to take the Bills to cover. But in the Beat the Bag contest, it can't be one of my top 5 picks after the Bills have looked so god-awful lately. Ziggy Ball says, I could definitely see Patriots cover. Stucci says, I really like the Vikes again this week. So do I. I like the Vikes again. I think the Vikes are a really good football team. But I also think the Bills can cover. Ziggy Ball says, Mylene is Chiefs. The Chiefs just look so beaten up lately. Christopher Kelly says, Peterman is starting again. And they would look silly if they let Tyrod start. They have to play it through. Now, I don't agree, man. Tyrod got them in a spot where they could have made the playoffs. DJ 100 Grand says, Tom Brady, we trust Patriots, get the money. K-Spade Management says, Bills are going to fuck that spread up. Legendary Gamer FCC says, Bag, do you bet on soccer? I don't make my own. I mean, like, I'll probably study the World Cup, especially because Costa Rica is in it, but I don't really have a, I played soccer all growing up, but I don't really have a depth of knowledge, and I would need to really kind of tail other people's picks and stuff like that. So I'm not afraid to bet soccer, but I like studying games and making decisions around what I've studied, and I can't really do that with soccer. DP13 says Hunt 3 games in a row under 100 yards total offense. After first 7 over 100 yards total offense. KC has lost their identity. Good call, DP. I'm with you there. Adam says, well, what the hell happened to the Chiefs? Ace King says Chiefs bounce back at home. Yeah, Randy Lockhart says, no way I can trust the Chiefs with 10. I agree. Stucci says, maybe I should move to Costa. You should, Stooch. We'd love to have you down here, homie. Ace King says, Peterman will get his shit pushed way back against the Chiefs. Yeah, but the Chiefs' D does not look nearly as scary as I thought they'd be. I mean, they handled Barry's injury okay at first, but not great. Dustin H., what's up, man? Says, sometimes you got to muck around with a nasty sloot like Peterman so you respect the sloot you rode in with. Wow, Dustin. That is the comment of the night. The comment of the night, man. Yes. Dustin H. says, sometimes you got to muck around with a nasty sloot like Peterman so you respect the sloot you rode in with. Well put. Well put, Dustin. Adam Morera says, I lost last 2 Bills bets. I'm done with the Bills. I feel you. I feel you. Johnny Redbeard says, Chiefs look like that one fat drunk chick at the bar. You're at a pretty good bar if there's only one fat drunk chick. Legendary Gamer says, do you have NFL games on total points, bro? Yes, I haven't been that successful with them this year. I've been more successful with sides. The Bills-Chiefs game's at 45.5. Stooch says, I'm backing off the Chiefs. I don't like it anymore. I agree. DP13 says, laughs and says, when you get your shit pushed in, not back. Watch yo some Oz. Man, Oz is old, man. Oz is some old shit. But yes, you're right. As I've not been raped, I don't know the best terms to use in that situation. Ace King believes that Dustin H. did say it nicely. DJ 100 Grand says, Kansas City's pissed off. Bills don't stand a chance. I don't know. This Chiefs team I've been watching does not look like the Chiefs team from the beginning of the year. And I don't know if they can just turn it on, man. K-Spade Management says, I can't trust either one of these teams. Chiefs and Bills could be a snoozer or a shootout. Giants versus Chiefs, the sequel. I'm staying away. I get it. BMX says, what up? Nice to have you, man. Randy Lockhart says, New York handled Chiefs D, so I'm sure their D is not that stout. I feel you. Well, let's go on to another big spread. Bucks at Falcons, -10. Falcons are 10-point favorites. This is another game where I'm leaning to the Bucks. I think the spread is too big for the Falcons. Mike Evans is back and looked very good. Bucks have won 2 straight when I didn't expect them to. All because they're playing better without Winston, that crazy fuck that eats W's. The Falcons got their swagger back. That's what people are saying. Falcons got their swagger back. They barely beat up a banged-up Seahawks squad that had no Chancellor, no Sherman, and no Averill. I think the Bucks can hang out with the Falcons. I think the Bucks can cover 10 points. Let's see what you guys think. Okay, a little more talk with the Bills-Chiefs game. Randy Lockhart says, Bills ain't scared. I feel you, Randy. Ziggy Ball says, especially if Peterson starts. I love the Chiefs in that case. Chiefs won't take the Bills lightly after last week. I feel you. My man BMX says, I like your hat. Thank you, man. This is the sprinter, Harry Jerome. Sprinted back in the 40s in my home province of British Columbia. And we have a lot of pride in Harry Jerome and a great sprinter and a great guy in our community. And this is a hat from 9 O'Clock Gun, which is my brother's company, 9 O'Clock Gun. They have great hats, all old amateur teams from Canada, mainly from Vancouver. Check it out, 9o'clockgun.com. And yeah, man, thank you. Respect. And Harry Jerome, man. Any Harry Jerome fans out there? What it is. Ace King says, give me the Bucks and the points. Double digits in a division game. No way. I'm with you. I'm with you. Randy Lockhart says, Fitzgerald can hang. The spread is too big. Ziggy Ball says, my lean is Buccaneers on the spread. Well, Gary Wedderburn's not with us. Says, give me Falcons, -11. Wow. Legendary Gamer says, you're Canadian. Yeah. I'm Canadian. I live in Toronto. Dope, man. I just left Toronto. but I lived in Toronto a lot throughout my life, and I dig it there, man. Vancouver boy, but I respect Toronto. Love it. Where you live in Toronto, man? I was in Parkdale. I think we're all on the same page here. Bucks. What do you guys think of the over under 49? But I'm surprised. The only guy we got is my man Gary, like in the Falcons here. But I like the Bucks. I think they can cover double digits in the divisional game. I'm with you guys. Get a quick look at the scores here. Everything looking pretty good. Everything looking pretty good, but Dallas hasn't gone on the board yet. I hope they do very soon. Let's see here. Get to the NCAA football. Okay, shit. My man DJ 100 Grand says Atlanta's going to body bag Tampa. Okay. So now we have Gary Wedderburn and DJ 100 Grand. DP13 says says bag flew south for the winner. That's right. What's the Bolsa talking about? Oh, Buck Nasty does not like the Bucks by 10, I'm guessing. Buck Nasty does have St. Louis minus 1.5. That was a mistake that I didn't take that. And I'm disappointed in myself. But I did have the balls to take my knuckleheads on the road at plus 150. That makes me feel great. Ziggy Ball says, I'm a little nervous on the Buccaneers lean. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're not a good football team. So I feel you. But I just think that's a better place to be in. Stopping this 10-point dog. Let's keep rolling right along, shall we? Panthers -4 at Jets. Now, first off, I'm going to leave this game off my beat the bag top 5 picks. Panthers -4 at Jets with 39.5 over under. The Jets play well at home, and I've always, all year when the Jets have been at home, I have not believed in them as a football team, and they've cost me money. And I'm cautious. I'm very cautious about betting against them. Both the Panthers and Jets are coming off a bye. A bye week probably does more for the Panthers than it does for the Jets. You know, Newton and Kuechly probably really needed the week off. The Panthers are pushing for a playoff spot, and there's some thinking that this is the time of year where the good teams separate themselves. And the Panthers are a good team. Will they separate themselves? That's the question. I've made mistakes not respecting the Jets at home, and I'm maybe a recency bias is going to cost me money here, but I'm very dealing with a lot of trepidation in this game, and I don't know what to do. So let's see what you guys think. K-Spade Management thinks Bucks could score 20 points. If they could score 20 points in that game, then the over 49 should probably hit. Buck Nasty says Jets play tough at home. My man Randy Lockhart likes the Jets. Ziggy Ball says Greg Olson's back. Shit, I didn't even have that in my notes. That's a big deal. That is a huge, huge deal. I just don't give the Jets enough respect at home, and I keep getting burnt. So my lean is Panthers, but I'm just going to stay away from this game. Kaji 808, what it is, man? Thank you for joining us. K-Spade that says Cam in his bag. It's going to be a close game, but Cam is a playmaker. He will get us the 4 points. I feel you. I mean, it's clear that the first few weeks of the year, Newton wasn't running. And then he started running, and he took some big hits, like he always does. And it's clear that he most likely needed that week. He's got a nice little break. He's going to have his main receiver back. I feel you. Stoochie says, you're making me want to just become a professional sports bettor and quit life. I tell you what, Stooch, being a professional sports bettor in no way is quitting life. What it is fucking taking life head on and making life the greatest fucking time you've ever had. I get so excited about waking up in the morning. I'm going to have to wake up at 5 in the morning tomorrow to cap fucking 29, 15 NBA games and 14 NHL games and the college that's going to be on top of it. And I don't wake up upset, man. I wake up excited. Now 29 games is too fucking much. But it's not quitting on life, man. It's Taking a hold of life, baby. Salty Dog says Olsen is practicing. Is he cleared to play? I don't know. Ziggy Balls says Olsen is back, and Ziggy Balls knows what he's talking about. So I don't know. Let's get over to that football game. More points. Has it started yet? Kent State. Oh, not good. Akron just punted. Okay, that's okay. We've got lots of time. Ziggy Ball says Mylene is Panthers. Stucci says yes. DJ 100 Grand says I'm not wrong a lot, but Bagu is right. Akron got this. I need more points though. But yeah, you know what? I'm sort of wrong though, because I really love Cato, and the legend Pistol Pete Loshak said on the show today. He said when a freshman comes in and has a great game, they usually have a poor game to follow it up. And I said, yeah, but against Kent State's shit defense, you really think that will happen? And Loshak fucking knows what he's talking about. 3-0 Blues. That's great, but I hate myself for not taking this -1.5. Just a fucking mistaken. But I got lots of time to hit that over. But I want you guys to cash, man. But I feel like an asshole for not taking a puck line where I've been doing so well on this year. Stupid. My man Johnny Redbeard says, yeah, Jimmy, keep up that good work, bro. We all wish we could live that life. Well, you know, I'm very thankful to have this opportunity. There's no doubt about that, my man. There is the real big man on campus. I hear I'm being trolled in here. You know what? The fake big man on campus only said 2 things, and we shut him down right away. A lot of, we all have your back, big man. But I didn't realize that your name wasn't in blue at first. He was just giving out a couple picks, so he didn't, like he didn't come on. I mean, firstly, it's fucking awful that somebody would try to be you, especially on the tear you have in college basketball. We're all, and he was giving out college basketball picks, and that's the last fucking thing we need is some fucking fraud giving out college basketball picks when you're on fucking fire. But all these guys had your back. I've got your back, and we'll never let anybody fuck with you. And Big Man says, who would try to be me, man? Hey, you're hot right now, Big Man. You're hot. And all these guys got your back. They had your back right away, homie. Okay, well, let's move on to the next game. This is a game I like, and at this point, it's probably going to be one of my top 5 picks in the Beat the Bag contest, so I'd love to hear what you guys think of all this. Titans -3.5 at Colts. Now, are people overreacting at how bad they looked in the second half of the Steelers game? I know that the Colts are coming off a bye. This is a divisional game, but I think this line is too small. I like the Titans here -3.5, and curious to see what you guys think, man. Let's see. Okay, well, we got some other stuff going on. Keith Sayers likes big man on campus for president 2020. Man, I'd vote. I'm not American. I get my American friends too. DJ 100 Grand says Alabama will win the national championship this year. Stucci is going as big man on campus for Halloween next year. And K-Spade Management. There's a very nice thing, eh? Say a man with a lot of ambition and vision, big man on campus. Man, who wouldn't vote for that guy? Oh, Jimmy can be my vice president. Fuck yeah, man. With honor. I would do it with honor. Ziggy Ball says my leanest Titans. Ace King says looks like a trap. Tell me more, Ace, why you think that. Rob Bebenek in the house says Pagano should have been fired 2 years ago. Man, I agree. Finally, we got the Bebsy in the house, man. This is a fucking treat. A fucking treat to have Bebsy in the house. I agree Pagano should have been fired 2 years ago, but he got cancer. He got cancer. And that pulled on a lot of heartstrings. And cancer saved his job. K-Spade says, Colts are the silent killers. Watch out for them. I don't know if I feel that, K-Spade. Colts are the silent killers. I don't think the Colts are a very good football team. And when they lost Monk, they lost a lot. I don't think they've got it, man. I think the Titans minus 3.5 is a really good spot. I think people are overreacting at how bad they looked in the second half of the Steelers game. Keith Sayers loves Mariota, calls him Mary Goat. Blowout. Bebenek says, cancer buys you 2 extra years of shitty coaching. Steve Stucci says, I've been betting against Cleveland and cashing sloot money. I get it, but you were lucky. You were lucky that the Jags didn't cover this last time. Buck Nasty comes in and says, Colts are terrible. Ace King says, Titans don't impress on the road. Another division rivalry, and Jacoby is being slept on. Hey, Jacoby's look good this year. There's no doubt about that. And the Titans have been very underwhelming. You thought they were going to be a lot better than they've been. In saying all that, I still think the Titans can cover 3.5. I still think they can. All right, Akron, let's get a fucking touchdown. 4-1 Nucks, 3-0 Blues. We're going to get paid tonight. Let's see. Why don't we move on to the next game? Not everybody is on our Titans. Some people like the Colts. Ace King thinks it looks like a trap. Keith Sayers likes Mariota. I think we're in a good spot. Now let's go to the Seahawks -7 at 49ers with an over-under of 42.5. It looks like Garoppolo won't be starting, but we don't know that for sure. It looks like they're going to let him learn the playbook. Beathard coming off his best game. 49ers are healthier off of a bye week. Seahawks are missing Sherman, Chancellor, and Averill. Coming off a real tough Monday nighter. This could be a spot where the 49ers could cover. Could be a spot where the 49ers could win. They almost beat them earlier in the year. And this is a banged up Seahawks squad on short rest, coming off a heartbreaking loss. Let's see what you guys have to say. Okay, one note on the last game. Luke says Colts have lost by over 3 only once this year at home. Well, that's a great note. Stucci says, Jimmy, what's your low-hanging fruit in the NFL, bro? I'll tell you who it is. Chargers, man. Chargers. Salty Dog likes Titans. Salty Dog likes 49ers too. Stucci says, does Hotel Del Rey have a value-membered club? Because I would join. You know, that's a good question, Stucci. I'll look into it. I will look into it. Lamia in the house. Saeed says, everybody speaks highly of Colts, just like everybody talks about Cleveland plus points. Kim Young Joe says, the Colts have been covering. If I went with the Titans, by the half point. That's interesting. Ziggy Balls, lean as 49ers. Buck Nasty, Niners off the bye week. Seahawks are tired and hurt. Salty Dog says 49ers in a good spot. DJ 100 Grad says 84-42 bag Louisville, baby. Yeah, no, I took it right in the fucking drink hole. Right in the back of the khakis. Right in the old food pussy. Right in the old bottom mouth. It was a terrible loss. And I'm upset about it. Fucking sucks. Stucci saying great things, man. Have him cracking up. Stooch, I love you, pal. Got to get you back down here, man. Got to get back down to the Hotel Del Rey. God, I got a good thing going down there, too. Got a good thing going now. I don't look for Adam's apples anymore. Just knuckles. Every hooker that comes up to me, I read their knuckles. The knuckles tell the story. And I like the story. Okay. Andrew Cisneros, what up, man? Thank you for joining us. Kim Young Joe says, Steelers only, or steep, I don't know what he's saying there. My man Bebsy says, what's the over on shots of Pete Carroll chewing gum with his mouth open like an asshole? He does chew gum like a fucking asshole, man. I tell you what, if I ever have children, I will not let them chew gum like Pete Carroll. That is a good point, Bebsy. And it's nice to have you, pal. Nice to have you. Kim Young Joe says Steelers. What do you mean the Steelers only beat the Titans by 3? They beat them by 23. Andrew Cisneros says Vancouver, man. Yes, up 4-1 and feeling pretty goddamn good about ourselves. Saeed says shootout with Seattle banged up on D. Adam Morera says Blues looking so strong. Andrew Cisneros says good call on Vancouver. Well, let's get through this last 12 and a half minutes But yeah, it feels fucking good. Not going to lie to you. It feels good. Well, a lot of us like the Niners here. This is a very exciting spot, man. A lot of us like the Niners. I like it. Let's go to the next game. Big game. Saints at Rams. Rams are 2.5-point favorites with over under of 53.5. Saints just won a very emotional game, and the Rams just lost one. There's different ways of looking at this game. Is it as simple as taking the vet, Breeze, over the kid, Goff? This is a tough spot. I tell you who's been looking worse and worse as the year's gone on? Mr. Todd Gurley. Now, the Vikings have a mean front seven, and he went 15 for 37 yards, but he's not been looking good. And the Saints have some trouble against the run. I like the Saints here. I like getting the points. I like taking the Saints. Let's see what you guys have to say. Murray says, Blue's still on the power play of 3-0. Ziggy Balls likes the Rams. Don't like that. K-Spade Management says, back to the point. It says, Seattle's going to hold the ball and score. The offense will hedge the backfield issues by keeping the defense off the field. I feel you. Salty Dog says, stay away. I like the Saints here. Now, it looks pretty clear with Seattle's injuries that the Rams will go on to the division title, but the Saints are a really good football team. And they didn't look good for 60 minutes of their football game against the Redskins, but they can pull games out like that in very impressive fashion. They're just a good squad. They have a great running game. They've got a pretty good secondary. I think they're a pretty good team. My man Kaji 808 says Saints keep rolling. Bebsy says Flyers just scored. That's why we can't get too excited. Fuck. Long way to go here. Flyers have offense. I think we'll be just fine. Salty Dog says Saints-Rams toss-up. Yeah, man, if it's a toss-up and you're getting 2.5 points on the Saints, why don't you take them? I like the Saints here. What do you guys think of the over 53.5? Saints are rolling right now. There's no doubt about it. Randy Lockhart says, not looking good for Dallas. Randy, you talking about the Stars? I don't like hearing that. Don't like hearing that at all. Buck Nasty says, Rams top receiver is out. That's going to help the Saints. The Rams don't have a great receiving core. Sammy Watkins is a fucking bum. And Gurley's not playing very well. That's why Goff could only manage 7 points against the Vikings. Now, the Vikings have a very good defense. Saints don't have a bad defense. They don't have a good defense, but don't have a bad one. Adam Marrera says, I'm not stepping in front of the Saints anytime soon. I agree. And you're getting points. Rob Bebenek says, Saints, Rams ends up in a shootout. Lattimore, pick 6 for the win. You heard it here first. I like that, man. That's respect, Bebsy. Saints, Rams ends up in a shootout. Lattimore, pick 6 for the win, says my man Rob Bebenek. Josh Stewart says, hi. Hello, Josh. Thank you for joining us. Andrew Cisneros says, now if the Stars could score. I can't believe the Blues are going to handle everything so fucking easy. And I might not even hit the fucking over. Very irritating shit. K-Spade likes under 53 in the Saints-Rams game. I feel you. Bebsy likes the shootout. K-Spade likes the under. I think there's going to be points in this game for sure. What kind of Saints game doesn't have points? All right. Let's Buck Nasty says Rams is struggling. Under is the play. 34-14 is his prediction. I feel you. All right, move on to the next games. Jags -4.5 at Cardinals with an over-under of 38. The Jags are a good, deep football team. Good pass rush, great secondary. Gabbert going up against his old team. Gabbert didn't look so bad in his last game until the last quarter or so. Went 22 for 34, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Adrian Peterson looks awful. Went 14 for 26 yards against the Texans. Now he's going to go up against the Jags front seven. It's going to be a hard game. Fournette will run all day. Fournette is looking good. But can the Jags be trusted? Can the Jags be trusted? Okay, we got some more Saints-Rams action. My man Dustin H says, the irony that the Saints pay money to hurt players is all you need to know. Take the points. DJ 100 Grand says, don't ever go against Drew Brees in the ball game. My man Sonny Betts, what's up, man? Says, I'm a lifetime diehard Saints fan. If you are thinking to play them, please wait until there's an update on Lattimore. Our defense completely falls apart without him. No news on him yet. Shit. That is a very good point. I did not know that Lattimore was hurting, and I don't like the sounds of it. And I don't like the fact they're not scoring the Akron-Kent State game. And I don't like the fact the Flyers just scored to make it 4-2. But there's a lot of good things going on. My man, so thank you for that note, Sonny. I did not know. Definitely Lattimore is a stud. Kaji808 says, Rams screwed me right in the brownie gun last week. Brownie gun. Brownie gun is interesting. I use brown eye often, but not brownie gun. Respect. Saeed says, Saints or over, but better to pass. K-Spade Management says, defense. Buck Nasty says, how is the over looking in the Kent State game? Well, it was looking good, but Kent State's moving the ball slowly. Cato Nelson does not look good. It's 24-7 with 6. Oh, shit. What just happened? Okay, no, Kent State's still moving the ball. Cato Nelson, 6 for 20 for 69 yards. I don't like it. I don't like it. Randy Lockhart says, need to hear the status of Lattimore. Jesus, you're absolutely right. I didn't realize that he could be out. Yeah, big. Andrew, my man Andrew says, looking for a new bookmaker. I'm located in Cali. Ziggy Ball says, Jags. Adam Morera says, I think Fournette has a huge game. I agree. I like the Jags here. I think the Jags are in a good spot. This may be one of my top 5 for the Beat the Bag contest. So I think we're on the same page here. We need to know what's going on with Lattimore for the Saints game. If he's good to go, I like the Saints. And I think we all like the Jags over the Cards. Cards look fucking terrible. I like Gabbard in there over Stanton, but they look bad. And AP looks like an old man that beats children. Let's go to the next game. Broncos at Raiders. Raiders are 5-point favorites with over-under of 43.5. My man Stucci comes in and says, Adrian Peterson looks terrible. You're absolutely right. Andrew Cisneros says it's a new Jags this year. You're absolutely right. And they're starting to believe in themselves. Salty Dog says, I agree with Jags. Andrew says, that defense is pretty solid, no doubt. Bebenek says, hard to trust the Jags to win, but easy to trust Gabbert to be awful. I agree. I agree completely. My man Saeed says, these are the games you don't watch and don't bet. Salty Dog says, we need points in Kent State Akron. We do, and I don't think Kent State's going to provide many of them. Ugh. That game was looking so good a little while ago. Wow, Bowling Green's playing Eastern Michigan tough, man. Okay. Broncos at Raiders. Raiders -5. Paxton Lynch is starting. And the question is, who is he? He lost a job in the preseason to Simeon, so he can't be that good. Now, the Raiders are not a shit team, but Del Rio is a shit coach. The Raiders have a weak secondary. Their front seven is not strong. They're missing defense. They're missing pieces on defense. I'm surprised that this Raiders defense is so weak. I did not expect them to be that way. It's pretty easy to key on Khalil Mack and to double Khalil Mack. Now they fired Ken Norton Jr. today. Someone has to take the blame for how bad they've been this year. How will that change things? I don't really know. But in saying all that, Broncos look awful. I think the Raiders are my lean, and I like the under here. It's under 43.5. The under may be one of my 5 in the Beat the Bag contest, and like to see what you guys are saying. We got a few more points on the Jags Cards game. My man Dustin H comes in and says the Jags D are going to force the Cardinals to call it consensual because they won't be able to run. I agree, Dustin. My man Randy Lockhart says Fournette will have a big game, but Bortles scares me. He scares any Jacksonville backer. He scares. No doubt about that. Andrew says he was hurt, though, Paxton Lynch. He was, but he's back. Ziggy Balls likes the Raiders. I do, too. I think the Raiders are in a good spot, but I also like the under. I'm curious to see what you guys think about that. Kent State making moves. They're in range. They're within range. All right, 6 minutes, 47 seconds left for the fucking knuckleheads to get us a victory. And I'm concerned about that over now, man. Seattle, Edmonton, or sorry, St. Louis, Edmonton. Is McDavid even playing? God. I have such a chance for such a big night if the Canucks win, and I'm not going to get it. Very, very disappointing. Randy Lockhart says, got a great local. Direct message me. Do it. Hook up with Randy. Andrew, hook up with Randy. Andrew Cisneros says, I think the no-fly zone comes back around this week. It's been a long time. Been a long time since we've seen that no-fly zone. Gary Wedderburn says, take first half under in Denver game. Rob Bebenek says, Del Rio will be looking for employment with Pagano in a few months. I feel that, man. Two bad coaches. I like the under here. I like the Raiders. Ziggy Balls likes the Raiders. My man Gary Wedderburn likes the first half under. I think we're on the same page here. Let's keep rolling. Next game, Packers at Steelers. Steelers are 14-point favorites with an over-under of 41. This is a big spread. The Packers were just shut out by the Ravens. Will the Steelers finally stop playing down to their level of competition? This is a big spread, but Harbaugh just showed everybody how to stop Huntley, and basically it's just keeping them in the pocket. The Steelers should start playing like they have been. The Steelers, the best teams should start playing like the best teams. And I expect the Steelers to do it, but they continually play down to their opposition, the level of their opposition, and make it very hard to bet on them. Let's see what you guys have to say, man. A few more notes on the last game. Randy Lockhart says Raiders with the comeback game. Salty Dog says, and John Fox is my coach. And Ziggy Balls likes the Packers to cover. Ziggy Balls, I need more information on why you feel that way, man. More information. And Bowling Green has just taken the lead on Eastern Michigan. That's fucking wild. Who would have thought that? And Kent State's in the red zone. 2nd and goal from the Akron 6. We need the action there, man. Bebenek says Juju has a hammy problem. That's the biggest hurdle the Steelers have right now. You're absolutely right. They need Juju, and looks like he's going to be out. Cisneros says they have no Aaron Jones. He's still overcoming his ribs, and Huntley isn't the man. Justin Falk says, where did you stay in Hako? I stayed at the Beach Break Resort. Justin, the Beach Break Resort. It was fucking fine, man. Right on the beach, cheap. Worked great. Richie Rich in the house, man. Thank you for joining us, homie. So Ziggy Balls likes the Packers. Andrew Cisneros says the Packers are in trouble without Aaron Jones. Ziggy Balls thinks it's a letdown game. Richie Rich says, do you think Dallas will score 2? And I'm sure you're talking hockey. And yeah, I think we got lots of time. I think we got nothing to worry about. Although I don't know, my man Saeed says, can't trust the Steelers. Packers are lost without Rodgers. Kaji says, Steelers shut them down. Let's see it. Are Dallas getting shots? Like, is Dallas 9 shots on goal? They had power plays. What the fuck, man? Not good. And does McDavid have the flu? What's going on there? McDavid -2, played 11 minutes. 2 for 9 in faceoffs. 1 block shot. 3 takeaways. 13 shifts. Get on the fucking board, you bum. Actually, I mean, I don't want him to fuck with you guys, but get on the fucking board, man. Let's see. Dustin H says the Golden Flashes and the Zips competing to win is like my sperm and Plan B battling it out for the worst mascot ever. Oh, man. Man, your sperm and Plan B are pretty shitty mascots, Dustin H. I like that, man. The Golden Flashes and the Zips competing to win is like my sperm and Plan B battling it out for the worst mascot ever. Respect, Dustin H. Respect. Richie Rich says, I'm considering Dallas Stars live second period. Yeah, man. I feel you. I think they can win this game by 2. I expect them to. Kent State third and goal to Akron 1, man. Get it in. Kent State TD pass. All right, there we go. There we fucking go. Justin Falk says, when is that Panama trip again? I'll be there December 8th. You know, we are unsure about the Panama trip at this point. We're trying to make it happen, but we don't have a date locked. And yeah, fuck, man. I'd sure love to see you there, though, dude. It looks like a fucking dope spot, man. Looks like Miami. Still haven't hit it yet. Dustin H. Dustin H, man. It's a great line, pal. Good work. Good hustle. All right, Robert Danner, TD Kent, 24-14. This game is horrible, but over is still in play. You're right. Fuck, Cato, get your fucking shit together. Over is still in play. Andrew Cisneros says, I'm a Charger fan, and I'm staying away from that game. I'm not. Chargers Chargers game is a great way to make fucking cash, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it on that game. K-Spade Management says, Steelers getting ready for the Pats. They're coming to work. So they're not looking ahead. They're coming to work. Covering 14 points is not easy. And I hate taking these big favorites, but to be honest with you, I like the Steelers at home minus 14 better than against the Packers, better than the Eagles at home minus 13 against the Bears. And that's mainly because I think the Bears are a much better team than the Packers with Huntley at the helm. So I like Steelers minus 14 here. I'm definitely not going to make it a best bet in there or a bet in the beat the bag contest, but I'd like them. I think it's a good spot. My man Randy Lockhart says Steelers play like Golden State Warriors. They turn it on till almost too late. You know, there's a lot of truth in what you're saying. They certainly seem like they're in control all the time. All right. Okay, we have one game left, the Monday Nighter. And we have a little bit of time to fuck around before the legend, Gabe Morency's show, is on here in 22 minutes. So we got a lot of live games. I'm thinking of hammering a little bit more college basketball too. So let's hammer this Monday Nighter, and this will be one of my bets in the Beat the Bag contest. It is the Texans at Baltimore Ravens -7 with an over-under of 38. I like this spot for the Ravens quite a bit. Harbaugh gets Huntley and Savage back-to-back. The Texans are a broken squad. They lost their leader on offense and then lost their leader on defense. And there was so much excitement in Houston, and it's all gone. The Ravens are lingering around for a wild card spot. The Ravens have a lot of toughness. And if Flacco can ever start playing better, they could do some damage. Let's see what you guys have to say. Late line move in Bulls' favor. Bulls plus 6.5. Yeah, I'm comfortable with the Lakers in this spot. I don't love it, but I liked it enough to make it an official pick and to make it an official bet. Put it in, so I'm okay with the Lakers at this spot right now, but I don't love it. Hard to trust this Lakers team, but I think they're going to take care of business. What do you guys think? Ravens -7. I think it's a good spot. Ziggy Balls says Texans. He's been off me all night. 4-0 now, Blues. Well, at least when you guys get your fucking 2 units, at least I'll get 1 unit, hopefully, with the over. But I need more goals. God, I better hit that fucking over. I'm going to lose my shit. 4-0 Blues. Why did I not take the fucking money line, man? So stupid. What an easy chance. That Western swing, I was disappointed in how the Blues played. And I keep giving the Oilers too much respect, and it's costing me money. Bullshit, man. Kyle Gates says, okay, sorry, let me slow down. Andrew Cisneros says, Steelers always play way better at home. They certainly do. Kyle Gates says, 1 unit on the Lakers. I got, you know me, my units are $150 a pop right now. I'm hoping to get them up to 200, but I got 150. Big Dad 138 says, haha, 4-0 St. Louis. I feel stupid for not taking Vancouver. You know what, Big Dad? I feel stupid for not taking St. Louis. If I don't hit that fucking over, I'm going to be extremely upset. Now all we need are goals from Dallas. Buck Nasty says, Lakers first quarter. Rob Bebenek says, empty netter. Canucks win. Fuck yeah, man. Let's get that fucking cake. Fatter pockets, hotter sloots. Balcios mas gordos, slutos mas calientes. Andrew Cisneros says they get Woodhead back too. And Woodhead will help because they don't have enough options on offense. So that is a good point. And I thank you, Andrew. I'm writing that down now. I did not know they were getting Woodhead back. I think this is a good spot for the Ravens. Now, 7 is a lot of points. More points than they probably deserve. But I think they can get it, man. I'm on that shit. I think Savage is god awful. But the Texans did just put up 31 points, surprisingly. But will they be able to do that in Baltimore? I wonder what the weather is like in Baltimore. Juan Juarez says, go Dallas. Let's get some fucking goals over there. Shit. Let's get some I cannot believe. Every time I look at the score, I can't believe I didn't take the Blues on the fucking puck line. Well, Akron's moving the ball, but not because of Cato's fucking passing. 6 for 20 for 69 yards. God damn it, Loshak was right about that shit. Well, I like the Ravens, -7. I think it's going to be one of my beat the bag picks. I trust it. But over all these games, I like the Chargers the best. Let's see. Johnny Redbeard says, getting into that jammo tonight, Jimmy. I have just too many games to catch tomorrow, man. 29 fucking games in the NBA and the NHL. God damn it, man. That's god awful. If I want to put 10 minutes on each game, that's 5 hours of capping without breaks. So I'll be up at fucking dawn. So I'm not doing shit. Rob Bebenek says, Flacco is a doofus, but the Texans are a mess. Well put, Rob. Well put. Kyle Gates says, looks like the trend of Dallas versus Chargers against the spread is in the Chargers' favor. My man Lebowski says, I may be wrong, but I heard the last 9 teams to play Houston have gone on to win their next point spread, which would be Arizona plus 4.5. God, I don't want Arizona to cover. I don't have Arizona. I'm going against them. They have the Jags, right? Where's that game? Yeah. I like the Jags in that spot, but that's an interesting stat, man. Johnny Redbeard says, get that cash. Doing my best. And he says, I think it's time to visit Spidey. You know what, Johnny? We don't need to panic and visit Spidey just because I lose a couple days, man. Every time we go over and visit Spidey, I make $1,000. If I do that too often, the magic will wear off. Spidey is a gift that I don't want to abuse. I almost went back there today, and I'm happy I didn't. Adam Morera says, anyone on Baylor? I had them big last night. Thank God I did. Randy Lockhart says, love the Ravens. Oh, nice. We get a touchdown? See, my fucking computer's slow. Did Akron get a touchdown? Tell me they did. I'm still at the end of the third. Tell me they did. Dave Huang, what up, man? Missed you on tonight's show, homie. Randy Lockhart says, will Dallas ever score? Hey, man, we got lots of time. None of us took the over in that game. Justin Falk says, no need to panic. Like the breakdown of NHL despite the even record. Thank you, Justin. And the record, you know, I've been up and down in the NHL. There's a lot of volatility in the NHL. There's a lot of parity in the NHL. But I know I can win at the NHL with the NHL, and I want to start tonight. We're in good shape. We are in good shape. Johnny Redbeard says, no, not saying because you lost. Just want to see that little fucker. See how he's doing. Maybe bring him a salute, Spidey. You know, that's what we were talking about last time, my man, Johnny Redbeard. Man, I love Spidey, and I visit Spidey every day. I just haven't been shooting with him every day because there's been so much magic when I shoot with them, man. I just don't want to abuse that magic. Salty Dog says 24-14. Oh, so it's yeah, no, we knew that Kent State got that touchdown. We need more. Michael Cambria, what up, man? Says go Vikings. Salty Dog says Akron Kent State right now. I know it's 24-14, but that's not enough, man. But we're in good shape. There's 38 points. Oh God. Cato Nelson's getting his ass kicked out there. What the fuck? Dave Huang says you need to visit Spidey. You're the greatest fucking capper ever. You're very kind. The greatest capper, not the winningest, but the greatest, Dave. I love you, man. Dustin H says, warning to all cappers. During Thanksgiving break, all the Joes are drunk, loaded, and betting on favorites. Don't hesitate to take an underdog or two. They can have value. I feel you, Dustin. Kyle Gates says, Minnesota, after winning against the spread at home as the favorite, then playing in a retractable dome away with the line between 3 and -6.5, is 15-0 against the spread. Ooh, Kyle. Ooh, Kyle. Oh, DJ 100 Grand says, no, Kent State with the cover. Yeah, I just need the over. And I don't feel great about it right now. Lebowski says, good call, Dustin. Home teams tend to be on vacation mode too. My man Johnny Redbeard says, fair enough. Don't want to wear out that magic Spidey dust. I don't either, but, I visit Spidey every day. So I know you guys don't get to see Spidey and you want to see him, so I feel that. But it's just been so magical when we hammer action in front of him. I just try not to hit that too many times, Salty Dog says, I need 10 points for the over. Fuck, man. We need Cato to drop a big fucking play right now is what we need. Johnny Redbeard says, why some guys have so much hate on Twitter for SBR? Like, why they waste their time there? Love your show, bro. Thanks so much, Johnny Redbeard. There's always going to be haters in this business. There's always going to be haters when they see people making picks and making selections. I was getting so much hate when I started. So much hate, and a lot of the hate's died down. And, obviously, I'm thankful for it. I tried not to let the hate get to me, but people see, some, people like I'm taking a risk by trying to cap for a living, and people just want to shoot you down because maybe that's something they've always wanted to do and haven't had the balls to do it. But there's just always going to be hate. So who gives a fuck, man? It's running with guys like you that make everything feel so good, make it so enjoyable, and you know what? So fuck the haters, man. The haters are always going to hate, man. It's no big thing. Buck Nasty has got him up 46.5. Yeah, but I mean, you're going to need a fucking 8-point swing. We're going to need more points. Need more than one TD, my man. But we'll get it, Buck. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Akron's just doing fucking nothing for us. Sorry, let's see. Teddy B says, bag, take the Vikings. I'm with you, man. Ace Farmer, what up, man? Says, yo, Jimmy, I know it isn't your fault, but SBR kicked me out of the beat the bag and beat the prick. Had moved up 600 places. Talking about SBR Pro, I'm on SBR, promoting SBR all the time. What up with that? And you're an SBR Pro? I'll write that down, Ace, and I'll look into that tomorrow. Because that's not right. I'll look into that. My man Teddy B says, took Vikings to represent NFC in the Super Bowl. First team in NFL history to play at home. Thoughts back? Man, I think you're in a good spot, getting a good number. The Vikings are a very dangerous team. And if they can get more than one home game in the playoffs, then they're going to be extremely tough to beat. I like it. I like where you're at, man. Buck Nasty says, haters going to hate, players going to play. I feel you. My man Johnny Redbeard says, seen some guys making dumb vids. I think it's awesome what you're doing, bro. Yeah, I've heard about the vids. I know who's doing it, and I couldn't give a fuck. Salty Dog says people need to be positive. My man Saeed says people have too much time to hate on social media. I know that, man. It's crazy, but they're just fucking fearful, man. My man Juan Juarez says do what you love and love what you do. My man Justin Falk says Any chance of a guest appearance on Sportsbit? Like the dynamic of having a counter argument to Teddy. Not saying Teddy isn't good. Good listen. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Oh, Ace Farmer says, no, I'm not a pro, I guess. Figured I was. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I don't fully understand how they do the SBR Pro system. I know it's different for Americans than it is for Canadians, but that's what you got to look into. My man JD Williams, what up, homie? We making cash tonight? I think we're looking good. We do need to get this fucking Kent State Akron over. It's looking bad, and we need a goal or two from the fucking Stars. If I end up down half a unit, I'm gonna be extremely irritated. Extremely irritated. My man Teddy B says, Baggy riding with Zoe and the Lakers tonight, -5. I am. DJ 100 Grand says, Notre Dame at 10:30. People jump on it. JD Williams says, oh, yes, Canucks. Fuck yeah, man. Wiz says, all your hockey picks looking good, Jim. You know, I'm concerned. I'm a little concerned, Wiz. I should have taken the Blues puck line, and that was a big mistake. And I didn't like how the Blues played on that road swing, and I don't like taking teams on the first game back after a road swing, and that's going to cost me money tonight. Teddy B says, Lakers and Notre Dame parlay. I like it. I feel it. JD Williams says, you're going to be disappointed in me, but I hedged that over. No, man, I'm not disappointed in you, JD Williams. Just get that cash anyway, by any means necessary. Adam Morris says, Teddy was just thinking that. Okay. Adam and Teddy on the same page. Lakers, Notre Dame. Rob Bebenek says, you're a beauty, Jimmy. Got to run. Bebenek, thank you for running with us, man. It was a joy having you. Please join us again next Tuesday night, my man. Adam wants to know if you're going to do that points or the money line. We only have a few minutes left. In 8 minutes is the legend Gabe Morency show live and in person. Man, there's no more exciting man in the business than Gabe Morency. So I hope you guys all stick around for that. I'm going to look at some action here. I think I might come on a little college basketball. I think I might throw on one more game. Let's go through it right now. Teddy B says, thinking Lakers money line and Notre Dame points. I feel you. Oh, wow. Cincinnati didn't cover the second half because they were playing their bench. Texas A&M won by 11. Louisville fucking stomped on Southern Illinois. Wow, UCLA came back to beat Wisconsin. Fuck. So we got Baylor, Creighton. That's going to be a fucking beauty, man. Johnny Redbeard. Oh, shit. Johnny Redbeard says, when you back in Canada, Jimmy? You know, I don't know, man. Probably come back at Christmas time, I'm guessing. Kyle Gates says, made a lottery bet, $1 to win $34K. Wish me luck. Kyle, make your money here. Handicapping, homie. Ace King says, Valpo Cruises is that's the game I wanted, man. Get down to that Valpo game. Where is it? 88-67. Wow. Too easy for Valpo. That should have been a fucking play. Mistake for me not taking it. JD Williams has Nevada. A good spot, man. That's a good spot. God, college basketball's fuck. How many fucking games are there? Nevada over Davidson. I think that's a good spot, man. Adam Murray says, I want the sports almanac from Back to the Future, man. We can do this work together, Adam. Come on, homie. Shit. I think I might take a flyer on Nevada with you guys, man. I got to study this shit more. I don't know. I'm running out of time to make an official pick. 5 minutes to get into Low Shack. You guys, I got to bounce, man. We have the legend Gabe Morency coming out in 5 minutes. So get your fucking smoke on. Get yourself a drink. Grab a snack. And get ready to rock with my man Gabe. Mostly, I want to say, though, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging with me, riding with me, and making me enjoy this shit so much. It means the world to me. And I love capping with you guys. It truly, truly means the world to me. My man JD says Loshak got a little salty today when I was talking about the Bowling Green game. That wasn't my intent. Don't worry about Loshak. He's all good. Kyle, you're the shit. My man Lebowski, you're the shit. You guys, truly, thank you so much for doing this with me. Stick around and watch my man Gabe and get that cash, man. Leche, Alos bookmakers, but most importantly, stay emptied, my friends. Stay empty.